Jai Mata. Charanam Sharanam Ramambige. Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. There were no elaborate rituals. Mother performed Abhisheka to the deity with Ganga Tirtha and then adorned the deity with jewels and garlands. It was a vision of oneness beyond the frontiers of our mind when Mother did the arati to the Vigraha and to the idols of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. Our hearts paid tribute to her omnipotence in that solemn hour when Devi herself installed her own image for the worship of posterity. While bells reverberated and the Namajaba rose in paeans of praise, Mother stepped down and did the arati to the Shakti Deepam as the culmination of the Kodyarchana. Sound subsided into silence as Mother stood deeply absorbed before the Deepam. The Purnahudi of the Chandika Homa was approaching. Mother went out into the Pandal and it was as if Durga herself accepted the Ahuti. Later, Mother joined in the Samaradhana and thousands took the consecrated food in her company. Looking back now, we can see the sequence of divine events reach their consummation in the immensity of the Vigraha Pradishta. Mother had declared soon after the Sri Rama and Sri Krishna Pradishtas that she could hear the heavenly Nada Hrinkara whenever she entered the shrine. There had come the declaration that Mother had come as Durga on the Simhavahana of Dharma and the four boons promised. The command had come to propitiate her with the 32 names of Durga, which began with the Hrinkara after the Tripura Rahasya Parayana. Finally, the heavenly voice had come from the shrine that Mother had manifested in Hrinkara Swarupa, and there came the command to give her an eternal seat. The divine will was accomplished. Though Mother was in the bhava of Kali when she came to Trichur, after the Pradishta it was the Mahabhava of Adi Mahalakshmi, the symbol of the Hrim Bija that was manifest in Mother. O Mother, who can touch or trace thy magnitude? Who can understand thy forces that accomplish thy play on earth? Mother remained at Trichur for 3 more days. The daily programs continued at the Mandir. From far and near, people crowded to see her and hear her words. Then she left for Kayamkulam and Trivandrum. Hearing of the Pradishta at Trichur, both the Kayamkulam and Trivandrum Mandalis had with Mother's sanction arranged to have 2 more Vigrahas made in Madras from the same mould. Devotees in large numbers from both the centers had joined in the Trichur Navakshari Yajna, and Mother had assured them that no separate prayers were necessary for the installations at the 2 centers. So the 2 Pradishtas followed at Kayamkulam on 19th February and Trivandrum on 5th March as acts of divine mercy. From Trichur, Mother proceeded to Kayamkulam accompanied by most of the devotees who had come from the various centers. The Sri Ramadevi Mandir there came into being through the great devotion and sacrifice of the late Sri R. Achyuta Prabhu, his family and the devotees there. Their simple-hearted faith and surrender drew from Mother immeasurable prema and compassion. I was not fortunate to be present there, but my husband attended the function. Mother's imperious bhava at the time of the installation, the solemnity and grandeur of the hour, when she stood in bhava, embracing the Vigraha, encompassed the multitude of devotees with her grace and power. For the Kayamkulam Mandali, it was the culmination, the crowning glory of all their prayers and sacrifices to have the glorious Archa form of Divine Mother in their beautiful shrine. The days of Mother's stay there were filled with various devotional programs, gathering many more to the range of her divine influence. Soon after Mother left for Trivandrum. Before leaving Trichur, Mother had asked me if I was coming for the Pradishta at Trivandrum. The implied command was there in her voice, and I said I would. Later I realized I could not leave my mother alone. I was in a dilemma. I went to the Mandir and prayed intensely to Devi to show me the means to go. Then, by Mother's grace, a dear cousin of mine kindly offered to take care of my mother. Usually, my mother never allowed me to be away from her, but this once, surprisingly, she allowed me to go. With a heart full of gratitude to Mother, I left for Trivandrum. Ever since Mother's visit in 1951, the progress of the center there was marvelous. In the building of that grand and spacious mandir, we had experienced the miracle of Mother's days at every step. It was the munificent donation by His Highness Sethu Parvati Bhai that helped us to complete the building. The mandir was opened by His Highness the Maharaja of Travancore on 7th November 1956. The same day, as a priceless gift to the blossoming center, Mother installed the exquisite Krishna Shila Vigrahas of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna in the shrine on the two sides of the powerful picture of Divine Mother in Samadhi. It was an unprecedented event in the mission, an avowal of her immeasurable forces ever bent on the uplift of humans. A new vista opened. Every devotee worked enthusiastically with daily pujas, bhajans, japa, and observing disciplines of sadhana. The mandir became a citadel of Mother's glory. Mother visited the center many times, and each occasion was the widening of her ministry there. The whole realm of spirituality was opened wide for aspirants. Many were the saints and sannyasins who met Mother and paid tribute. I cannot give in this short narrative a comprehensive account of the great and wondrous happenings there. It was the divine Sankalpa that the three Pratishtas came one after another to establish Almighty Mother's power in Kerala. The divine happenings during the Pratishta there transcends expression. The day before, the golden-hued Vigraha was brought to in a procession from a Devi temple at some distance from the mandir. It was a grand procession, and homage and worship were offered all along the route, and it was said wonderful experiences of the Devi's power were granted by the mere darshan of the Vigraha to Bhaktas. The day dawned with devotees from all over the town gathering to witness the holy event. The chanting of the Navakshari mantra made the splendorous power of Shakti vibrate all round. The royal family came and were received with all honor. The blessed hour approached, and the Divine Mother arrived. Radiant and majestic with the supremacy of her godhood, Mother went into the shrine. The symbol rituals followed. For seconds, Mother stood in silence, and then the lotus palms were placed on the head, heart, and feet of the Vigraha. We saw Mother in Purna Bhava embracing the Vigraha. She was in Samadhi. The Maharani entered the shrine and ornamented the Vigraha with a gold necklace. Then, with great devotion, she placed a garland on Mother. The whole multitude prostrated before the shrine. It was a divine moment in time, a godly assurance of everlasting blessing. I felt that, unseen by us, the gods and devas were there showering celestial flowers, praising Parashakti. The Vigraha became a pulsating presence, a dynamic power to hear our prayers, to succor and to bless us onto the goal of life. Many were the experiences of Devi's answering grace in times of trouble. Mother had declared once that the holy shrine in Trivandrum was her veritable Simhasana in this world, and that the Mandir would become a place of pilgrimage like Kashi and Rameshwaram in times to come. A unique feature of the Vigrahas was that though all were cast in the same mold, there was subtle difference in facial resemblance and expression. In fact, Mother has said that while the Trichur shrine generated Nada in Trivandrum, it was silent force. Mother remained at Trivandrum for some more days. As the aftermath of these installations, states of silence and samadhi alternated with states of intense activity. She took very little or no food. I had to be there to serve Mother with my sister-in-law and nieces. So my husband went to Trichur to be with my mother. Mother's silence was a complete withdrawal from this world of senses. Charanam Sharanam Ramambige Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. Jai Mother.